All right, I'm looking at another Wormel today. Now, if you're not familiar with Wormel, it's like Wordle, but instead of the green and yellow telling us if the letter is in the word or not, it is telling us whether the letter in that position is within 3 in the alphabet. So the gray T here tells us that the letter is not within 3 of the T. So it can't be Q, R, S, or U, V, W. And that's about all we need to know. So the best plan, in my opinion, on this is to try to make sure you optimize the information you're getting. So I wouldn't want to guess a P right here because we already know there's no Q, R, and S. And so the P would really only be telling us about 4 letters, M, N, O, and P, as opposed to 7. So we would want to use something like, you know, a G or an H or something. Likewise, we wouldn't want to guess a B or an A because it's not going to tell us that much information. So, now, H seems decent. Then the next one would need to be, maybe not H. What about, I don't know, G or H? There's a lot of things. We could do an L. Now this one with the G, we've eliminated a lot of the beginning of the alphabet, so we want to do something a little bit later. Now, the other thing to think about is, you know, how many good letters you're eliminating. Like, you know, if we could guess W, for example, well, X and Z and V aren't very likely. You know, U's a vowel, but like we're not getting as many good letters figured out, as opposed to like if we do, you know, L, M, N, O, P, there's kind of a run that are more common letters. So, in fact, M wouldn't be too bad. Oh, I was gonna say lemon, but we obviously don't want to do O-N. What about lens? Lens isn't bad. It's not great. It's not bad. Let's go with it. Why not? Okay. Well, we've eliminated a lot. So now this was in some ways not a good idea, the L, because now the P is sort of isolated here. So this could be a P, but if we guess P, it's only telling us about the P. So we're obviously not gonna guess P. I'm gonna guess like maybe a D would be good. D, now this has gotta be a vowel though, probably. And again, we've got A and I kind of isolated here. So I didn't really do a very good guess on that last one. That wasn't very smart. Let's see, DU maybe. No, I don't know. We don't have a lot of options for any of these letters, really. A silent E at the end might be good. Let's go with that. Could we do, I mean, we could do bathe. That's not great, because, you know, like we discussed B, but B is gonna do, you know, A through E. This one, I feel like there's just too many possibilities still. This wasn't as bad. This looks at R, S, T, U, V, W. I'm just gonna go with bathe. Okay, well, we've eliminated a lot. We're doing this the hard way, apparently. Okay, we got the silent E. Presumably it's a silent E because it's at the end. This is obviously something towards the end of the alphabet. S, T, U, V, W, something in there. This, I mean, it could be X, Y, or Z. Otherwise, it's most likely gonna be an A, B, or a C. Maybe an A, you know, A-S-E or something, or A-T-E. We could do great. Okay, it was great. Whew, all right, well, we got there eventually. So I'm gonna move on to the Super Wormel. Now, Super Wormel is the same thing, except it's telling us about 2 letters away instead of 3 letters away. So this J is only telling us about the H, I, K, and L. And again, we've got all grays, so perfect. Just what we want. So let's be a little bit smarter. So now the problem we ran into last time is we kind of isolated single letters. So like this time, if we guess a D, for example, if we get a gray, we're gonna eliminate B, C, D, E, F, and the A and the G will be sitting out there alone. So it would be better to guess probably E or C, because you're not kind of leaving that single letter. It's like when you're buying tickets for a baseball game and they won't let you leave a single seat between. So C could be good here. Otherwise, you know, like O would be all right. Check M, N, O, P, Q. Q's not great, but Q at the if there's gonna be a Q at the beginning is probably the place for it to be. T isn't bad. Checks R, S, T, U, and V. I think C maybe. Now this one we could do CH, but again, we've got the same problem there where we're kind of leaving the E, but I mean, you can only do what you can do, right? It has to be an actual word. So we could do CL maybe. L's pretty good. We could do cluck. No, because there's not, that's not, no, we can't do, that's not a C. Clunk. Clunk isn't too bad. Clung might be better though. I think the G might be better than the K. They're both pretty good. K isn't necessarily a great letter, but it does check the I, the L, and the M, and the J, but it's not gonna be a J probably. But the G checks E, F, G, H, and I, so I think that's better. Let's do clung. Okay, so this is good. This is really good, because now we know that this is J, K, M, or N. J and K are obviously much less likely, especially in the second spot. So I'm definitely thinking M or N there. Now, if it's M or N, that would seem to indicate this is probably a vowel or an S, so we could try an S. What vowels do we have though? We don't have A, E, or I, so it'd have to be an O or a U. An S would check, you know, for the possibility of U, because it would have to be yellow if it was a U. So I feel like S is really good there. If it's yellow, it's probably a U. If it's not, if it's gray, then it's probably an O. So, and then S, M, I, we can't do, oh, we can do smile. Yeah, smile. Smile works. Let's try smile. Hey, it was smile. All right, there we go. Much better than the Warmel. All right, we're gonna move on to Super Warmel Plus. Now this is, again, the same, but this time it's only telling us about one letter away on either side. So this gets really tricky. So again, we wanna do the same kind of thing. We don't wanna guess a G probably here because we'll kind of be isolating the I potentially. So H or N would be good, or something that's, you know, far enough away that you've got several in between. So we could do H, we don't wanna do H-O, we could do H-I maybe, something like, I was gonna say hinge, but we don't wanna do a G here, obviously. We could do something like hints, that's not terrible. Okay, so we got the, right here is an S or a U. Either one is perfectly possible, I feel like. Maybe we could try a B here, and then, hold on, someone's at the door. All right, heard the doorbell ring. It was just a package being delivered. All right, so let's see. We were doing B and E. Now this one has to be a U or an S. We could do, oh, we can't do B, so that's not a T. And A isn't the best. It's less bad in Super Warmel Plus because you're really only missing out on one letter of information. But you're also not getting nearly as much information with Super Warmel Plus, so it's a greater hindrance to not get all of the information possible. What's gonna come after the S at the end if we do an S here? That's interesting. We could do an E at the end, a silent E, because we can't put a T since there's the gray S. Something, so maybe not B. What do we want to do here? We could do a double E, like it's a triple E like this, like geese, but we don't have a G. Or lease, maybe? No, not lease. T's, we could do T's. That's not too bad, let's go with that. Okay, so it's not an S, so this is a U. 100%, that's a U. This one could also be a U. We could do, ooh, could we do, oh no, we can't. Could we do usurp, but the U's in the wrong place. If we had another U, what would this, I don't know what that would be. So I'm thinking S here. Now before the U, can't be an A, can't be an O. So I don't think it's probably a vowel. Maybe an R or an L. Something like, ooh, what about oh, it can't be strut or strum. This can't be an M or a T. What about scrub? Scrub works. Let's try that. Hey, it was scrub. All right, there we go. So, I feel like I had some lucky guesses on the Super Wormel and the Super Wormel Plus, but I guess that makes up for all the bad luck I was having on the regular Wormel. So, there you go, that was today's Wormels. Let me know how these went for you. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles. And Turl? Oh, look at that. I don't know what Turl is, but it worked. Okay, that was optimal. So we got the S. So this is not W, so it has to be an S or a T, and it's not gonna be
often
SS.
sound ridiculous, like ladies and dignitaries wearing aluminum jewelry to events instead of gold, and Napoleon would wow visiting leaders by showing off his lavish aluminum plates and dinnerware.